Welcome back to the Bazaar. I'm Inko, and this run is a great showcase of why I love the Bazaar so much. There is so much variance from run to run. No two runs are exactly the same, and it's really hard to predict from your position on day 2 or 3 how the run's going to end up shaping out. The games are just kind of wildly different. As they say, the Bazaar is a crazy place. I sat down to play and learn Weapon Vanessa. It's the most consistent, powerful build Vanessa has right now. I really haven't played a ton of it this meta, so I wanted to learn it. But that was never actually on the table. This build never got a chance to be anything close to a weapon build. What I did end up getting by the end of this was absolutely crazy and something I will probably never see again. I have lost to a shiny figurehead once. I have never had one myself. I've not seen the item frequently at all. Additionally, I have never, ever seen an infinite combo with a Slumbering Primordial of all cards. This run goes completely and totally off the rails by the end of it. And I might not have gotten the weapon build I wanted, but I got something infinitely cooler instead. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Alright, getting into the Vanessa run, I do wonder if I can take Income Start and still play an aggro build, because I vastly prefer playing with Income Start in general. But I'm going to keep taking Gold Tier skill, trying to push early wins, and keep getting told I'm playing Burn. Let's see how it goes this time, I suppose. Can't really justify going crit chance over arguably the strongest starting skill in the game. I've only got 4 gold. Midsworth is a very expensive roll that cannot hit Volcanic Vents. I don't think it's worth going there. I'm going to take +3 regen here. I can take a small silver tier item, but I'd rather that. The economy is invaluable right now, I'll take it. It also could have been specifically lighter, but that would be too much to ask for. We should beat Viper with just Piranha, right? No, not true. That deals 48 damage, no crit, and with 1 crit, it actually wouldn't kill, would it? With 1 crit, I would deal 6 times 12 damage, which is 72. And that is barely not a kill, so Piranha cannot beat Viper with Chum Bucket. I beat Kyber. I don't know that I'm able to play anything with Trained here, but having the option for this, like there's a bridge between a Burn, Slow with stuff like Anglerfish and Lighthouse, and Trained for stuff like Proboscis. So like there's a world where this is useful. More likely, I'm just hoping to get either a loot item or a Langship. I just don't want to get 1 gold or 0 gold, I think. Which I suppose was a reason to care about going to the robe guy, I forget its name right now, Haunted Kimono. Because that doesn't have a miss. It's either 1 gold or 2 gold, but I don't know, the 1 gold is the most common drop, right? Average gold value is only 1.33, it's not that much better. It's hard for me to say exactly what I should have been doing in that fight situation. I think Kyber Drone is right. Anyways, fight's over, we get the Insect Wing, which is theoretically the best drop, but we need to find something to put it on. 4 gold versus JJ, you gotta go JJ here. Alright, JJ fucking delivered. I think there are a lot of builds where Beach Ball is very, very good now. I think I'm happy to buy the Beach Ball and leave. Like, rolling's not great. I don't know, is Shot Glass available at Bronze? I don't think it is. Shot glasses are one of the big items to be interested in picking up. JJ can't have that, but there's got to be other stuff. The issue is I can't really afford a life preserver. I can though, because I made extra money with this. And I don't want to go to a store in the next hour with only 4 gold, so I will roll here. Calico is not interesting to me. Well, shit. Okay, what do we do with this? I think it's just buy Pop Snappers and leave. Maybe you sell the Piranhas and pick up both. The Pop Snappers always get bought. Then it's a question of, is Mantis Shrimp good enough? The answer is probably yes. Which means I need to sell something. And the Piranha's never getting played, so let's not pretend. So we buy the Pop Snappers and the Mantis Shrimp. I'm not sure the Chum's doing a lot here, but there's no reason to sell it just yet. And we'll move on. We want some sort of decent non-shop event on our final hour, and we haven't seen any yet, so odds were good. We can get a small aquatic item or +2 burn on the lighter. Tough choice, tough choice. That seems like a pretty solid day 1. Now, I am going to Insect Wing this lighter. It seems like it is something I'm ride or die with for at least the next 5 days. Very real chance I like put Artisan Dunes after Artisan Dunes onto this, put several burn increases on it from Curio, and end up enchanting this as my level 10 enchant at this point. For now, though, it's just clearly my most important item and worth reducing the cooldown on.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to.
He's playing Poison. He has a Toxic Fit. Man, Viper really might have just given that guy the fight. I think I lose, but Burn is so strong there's a teeny tiny chance. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead because of the Toxic Fang, man. That's so rough. Ah, that sucks.
No ball.
You fucking hate to see it. That's literally the best possible start anyone can get to the game, is right or left-handed plus Toxic Fang. Requires so many layers of RNG to have that build on day one. It's crazy to see a 10 per fighter lose with other burn items to supplement, no less. Anyway, right now, Ayla's not doing a lot for me. I wouldn't mind transitioning into Ayla down the line. I don't have the money to start that right now, right? Like, I could buy Abron, Shark Claws, and roll. That's it. That's what I've got. No, I'm going to take Chocolate Bars. I know 3 Regen is also on offer, which is better than 30 health, but the Chocolate Bars can sell for plus 3 gold, and I value that quite a lot. Anyway, what does Pip have for us?
One perspective. Youth has
He is going to be taking 2 gold from us. In exchange, we will get, I guess we're taking 10 damage. 4% crit's very, very minor. I'm going to take 10 damage.
spent half my life mastering that technique.
I'm going to take a medium silver item here.
9 years.
Don't have the money for a curio, unfortunately. Not really sure I'm able to use that very meaningfully. But hey, it goes on my board. Unfortunately, this is the one blatant navigational tool that doesn't work at docks. There's a chance that during the hotfixes they made this work at docks and no one knows, but I don't know that. Anyway, we should crush Rogue Scrapper to steal enough burn to easily kill it. Very sad to see this lighter not get a win on day one, man. That was cracked. Literal best possible day one weapon with right-handed. I don't know, is it really that much better than Katana? Yes, right? Like 4 poison every time it hits every 3 seconds. I don't know, it might actually have been worse than Katana. Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it though, at least they're very, very close. Like Katana deserves to be competing with stuff like that.
See that plank? Walk
Anyway, easy going Rogue Scrapper as expected for a burn build. We're gonna go Kina, I suppose. We're looking for Life Preserver above all else, I imagine.
Leave with big bargains.
If I buy this and roll, I can still actually buy a Life Preserver on the next page. The issue is, like, it doesn't do anything right now at all. I just noticed, not the ship in the background, but the adorable little crab in front of it. I don't think buying the beach ball makes sense right now. It's just that it can be very, very good later. That's like the main thing I'm thinking about. I'm gonna buy it. I have the ability to roll and buy after this, and I think that's worth considering. Well, the thing is, if I'm playing an aquatic build, I'm not like playing one that wants to spam pearls or anything. I'm playing one that wants to create a lot of haste. That's why that's worth considering. I think at silver, it's good enough to do the job I need it to do. Just haste itself and 2 other items is likely enough to target all the shit I have. Fishing net pays for itself in 2 days. That sounds like it's not going to work out. Because it's break even in 2 days. It's only break even if I sell it, though. It's actually break even in 4 days. 4 gold versus 40 health. Well, with 0 experience pips having been offered to me whatsoever in the first days, I guess I won't level up. Which means I'm not favored anyway, so I'll take 4 gold and not try to claw it out. I'm basically requiring my opponent to be weak. And to that end, I don't think I'm selling my chocolate bars either. It's like, yeah, they won on day 1. They're probably level 2, because most people should be level 2 on day 3. I have no faith in this build. I don't think selling... Yeah, look at the number of weapons, right-handed. Is this the same guy? Does he have the Toxic Fang? No, thank God. He's still, like, incredibly strong, and selling the weapon absolutely would not make a difference, though. He has Silver Shark Claws, 4 other weapons. I don't know, man. Maybe if I had 50 more health, we could have lived long enough. Anyway, this is what I sat down to want to play, but that's not how skill start on Vanessa works. Which is why I kind of want to play income start so much more. It's because, like, I think you win the early game based on hitting Shark Claws, not based on your skill or your enchant or anything. I'm going to start playing income start Vanessa for a couple of games and see if that works. Because very genuinely, it doesn't feel like your skill determines that much beyond days 1 and 2. It feels like what I really need is the ability to more reliably play a weapon build. Anyway, we're going to go to middle here, I guess. We have 13 gold, so it's not terrible.
If I don't have what you need,
Hey, Life Preserver. That's actually very good. Still not like a whole build, but we'll figure out the rest eventually. Don't think I care about Fishing Rod here, because I'm not really playing an aquatic build. I'm just like getting this because it's so good with Shark Ray and similar items. Going to be on my way. Mandala can transform a thing. I can re-roll my Sexton. Alternatively, I can go to Midsworth or I can get a small weapon. On day 3, small weapon is on average like 1.5 gold. It should be a 50-50 between bronze and silver, which isn't very tempting. I think I'd rather see 1 page of mostly small items. Rerolling the Sextant's not very good either. I'm gonna reroll the Sextant. The Sextant's doing nothing. Like, this can become a game-winning item. Hey, look at that. It's still not better right now. I don't have any slow, but that's certainly a lot better down the line. We should crush Aetherite. We have 2 health bars and a ton of burn.
A lot of work to do, but this'll
Every 8 seconds,
be
burn
fun.
10, huh? And this goes down to 7 and 6, I think, with upgrades. Lighthouse is 10, 8, 6, 4, I believe. So it doesn't get quite as fast as a lighthouse, but it gives you an extra board spot. It also has lower base burn. It can't be that much worse, right? I'll check it in a second. That seems crazy to me. We destroy Aetherite, no problem. That's good. And the Life Preserver makes it a lot more likely we actually win our next fights. My level 4 upgrade is free right now. I will get it before the fight. I can use that on the Life Preserver to give myself a ton more health and time for them to burn down. So we're looking good for day 3. Oh no, I was completely wrong about how Anglerfish works. It doesn't go 7-6, it goes burn 10, 20, 30. So comparing the diamond wins, it's worse, but smaller, so that's the benefit, right? It's burn 30 instead of 20, but it's cooldown 8 instead of 6. Okay. When I was doing it the first time, I knew there was a cooldown difference, so I invented another tier of Lighthouse in my head, because it couldn't end on the same cooldown. I see what my brain was doing there. I'm gonna go Kina for now with an item, so there's plenty of things I can hit here.
Instruments.
Huh. Do I care about Elemental Depth Charge? I always buy Ambergris, I'm always buying this.
Energy's resonating.
I don't really think I care about the Elemental Depth Charge, which is like slightly awkward for me because it means my upgrade's not getting used right now. But we can find something to use it for. I don't really think this matters. 12 seconds is an eternity. I don't have the support for it yet. I'm likely never having the support. Captain's Quarters. This is not the one I thought it was. I was thinking of Sea Dog Saloon. I have no use for this one. I can afford to liquidate and pick up the star chart,
You are enough.
which is like not a great item to put on my board, full disclosure, but I do need it to open the docks. Mountain Pass versus Andy. I'm super broke. Right now, I'm going either another bronze skill, upgrading this for a tiny amount of burn, or this for econ. Well, they all sound bad, but the answer is the same no matter what. We're going to go take the fight. Or take the chance at the fight, rather. And we do get lucky. We hit Boiler Room Brawler, which is very good for us. Obviously, I prefer to kill a guy worth 3 experience, but bonus experience is bonus experience. I'm not going to be too picky. Anyway, all my money's gone now. We'll eventually make some of it back with the star chart. I wonder if I should have just not ball fisting. It only saves 4 gold, right? Like, I save 4 gold by using my guaranteed level up on this instead of getting Pop Snappers upgraded or going to skills. I don't think it's right to not buy that to save money. When you use a tool, items adjacent gain 3% crit. Huh. I can't really do it properly though, because it would need to be between 2 items, and right now this is not fast enough because I don't have any slows. I'm inclined to think it does something, so I'm not going to skip it. Later on, I have access to dock lines. I'm likely playing a slow build with Anglerfish, so I'll keep it. Bronze tier items, and bronze. As for our level up, we still haven't really found the clean solution. Do we want +2 burn? Do we want plus value generation? Like right now, this just goes into the build and gives us a tiny percent of CDR and cooldown reduction. Right now, we just put in the star chart. We could use Beach Ball to haste Anglerfish, Mantis, and Chum guaranteed. No, because Beach Ball itself counts. I'd have to make a second cut. I mean, honestly, the Mantis is so bad that I'm okay with something like this. Just like guarantee the haste on specifically itself and the Anglerfish. I think that's reasonable. I don't think this Mantis Shrimp is doing anything. I'm not going to put it in the sell pile just yet, but it's very useless. So the only question is, do I think bronze tier skills have anywhere near enough hits? Defense Grid, Fiery, Vital Spark. Those are the big ones. No, I think the sensible thing to do here, I don't like it, is to upgrade the Ambergris so that it gains more value when I buy Aquatics, so that it will be worth like another 3 to 10 gold when I finally get around to selling it. I don't think anything else matters. They're at 0 wins. I feel really damn strong for someone at 0 wins, so I actually am going to greed and hold these chocolate bars. I can't imagine in a burn match that 30 health is going to be the difference. Let's see what they've got. They are the widest weapon board of all time. Thankfully, they missed Shark Claws. Otherwise, I would probably just be dead. That's still Bronze Strength, 15% crit, left-handed. Very, very scary. But I have 2 life bars, so I might be able to do it. It's close. Just barely. Second volley went off. That was going to hit again. I don't think that's just barely. I think I had a couple seconds to spare. Fairly threatening build. And I have a star chart on board, which is never good. But just good enough to make it through, get our first win. Very happy with that. Because, you know, taking this and not having 1 win in the first 3 days is just heartbreaking. Anyway, we have some calls to make up for. We have a star chart, so get 5 gold, 1 XP. B1, B2 with no upgrades to be seen, huh? I can get +2 burn. I think I'm looking to cut the pop snappers more than that, though. Like, we come here and we roll looking for either a pivot out of this or a dock lines or an upgrade to this. Oh, hey, the Sexton's back. Sorry, Tullweirl, not the right build for you.
It's a relationship, you know?
We should kill a Hexa, no problem, right? Yeah, 100%. I don't even know what I was thinking about. I guess at a theoretical level, because I'm a burn build using a lighter, it's theoretically scary, but Immolating Spark should just move over to Darkwater Angler once it loses the lighter. Also, the burn before lighter is destroyed should just be good enough anyway. Yeah, Immolating Spark moves properly, and then the fact that it doesn't even matter, because we didn't do anything, it just died to the pre-existing burn. We're just barely full hasting everything with the beach ball. Crypto's great. I love me some 10 gold. Argenta, what do you have? Toxic doesn't really make any sense for what we have going on. Neither does improved poisons. Neither does submerged. We spend 4 gold rolling. A bloodhound is interesting, but not great in a burn build. I think that is probably going to be Peaceful Eye. The argument against bloodhound is like specifically obsidian enchantment. If you get an obsidian enchantment, then bloodhound's much more likely to trigger quickly. That's just how burn ramps. It doesn't work well with bloodhound. I'm going to take Peaceful Eye.
I'm proud of you.
Andy, and I don't think there are many core small items for slow builds. I'm sure there's something that I'm just not thinking of, and it's going to be very embarrassing for me. I'm going to take +2 burn on the Angler, because I feel more and more like I'm going to be ride or die with this in the late game. Never had an Angler build before, but theoretically, if Lighthouse is good, then this is good. 9 gold, toss that immediately. Non-weapon items pretty weak as far as economy goes. It can't be any size, though. I think I'm just much better off going to Sylvia. It's an expensive roll. I don't like that.
Not getting out of this pool, darling. But
those are not useful to me at all. And neither is this trash. Like, there is a weapon builder just happy to see small, fast items, but that is not me. As time goes on, not selling these shocking bars becomes more and more asinine, but again, with a second life bar and this much burn, I just don't really feel like I should be scared.
I may be young for a
and additionally, if I should be scared, I don't feel like 30 health is going to make a difference.
I'm a bit of a legend.
So I'll keep grading for a little bit more gold. Ammo stash, fiery cutlass. That's a lot of burn items, including the Zorkin itself. I think I get outburned here and just die, unfortunately. Wait, no, I have life preserver, he doesn't. I win. I don't know why I was even worrying. I don't know, maybe I don't. No, I don't, actually. That's wild.
You move in straight lines.
So, how did that time out to work that way? That seems shocking to me. We both have 750 health, so I'm up 620 health on the guy. I'm dealing similar burn to him. Like, there's not a huge gap. There's like a gap of 20 for like a second occasionally, and then I catch up. It's not until right at the end that he has the 20 like fully ahead of me. But that's not enough to kill 600 health that quickly. Did he just crit repeatedly on Cutlass or something? I'm at -7 health. He got a crit right at the end. I wouldn't have killed him on the next burn tick, so I don't want to hear it, because I'd have died to burn before my burn killed him in this instance. He did get a late crit. I guess it's just Shadowed Cloak on the Cutlass, though. Anyway, if I could stop losing to high roll weapon Vanessas that got monster weapons is the only reason they're killing me, that would be pretty fun. I would like to stop doing this, please. Hey, Barcoon, buy my chocolate. I think that was Docs in the middle, and this is objectively wrong, but I'm fairly tilted about the sort of enemies that I'm losing to.
than Quixel.
It doesn't make sense to hold these when I'm already getting +1 gold for selling them. We buy the Angler upgrade for sure, and we roll. There are plenty of medium and large items that I'd be interested in buying, just not those. Oh, is my inventory bugged? Let me reload. Something's in my inventory that shouldn't be. Alright, my pips are correct again. We're gonna go Artisan Dunes, upgrade this guy again. Now, you might think, but we don't have any slow. I know, I agree with you, it sucks. He's just an 8-second guy that we haste occasionally, it's what we've got.
Look into my eyes.
The build is definitively not how you want an early anglerfish build to look. We're doing our best, man. What? Oh, because you're a toy, you can steal haste from anglerfish. Yeah, I forgot about the beach ball rework to being able to target toys now, which like specifically only really matters for pop snappers. That definitely makes this beach ball a lot worse. This pop snapper needs to go. That probably played into my previous loss and is directly relevant to how I died, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom.
Silver tier aquatic items normally bad, but I'm gonna take it here because I need to replace some items. All right, that's not. At least it's more gold, right? Oh yeah, the aquatic item's a lot more tolerable when I already have a silver ambergris as well. That's true. I'm gonna get a slow item here. Just like give me a random one. Oh, I think that's literally the worst slow item in the game. I don't think they can do worse than that. 5% health, 5 regen, or go middle looking for dock lines. I need to fix my build. I've got to go middle, I think. Well, that does just fix the problem. It's also super expensive. I've got the money for it, it's fine.
Just toss that on my back.
So I don't need to cut pop snappers with that buy. I'm not buying a captain's wheel, that seems wild to me. Oh, hey, gold shark claws. Man, if I had gone to income start, I think I'd actually have a decent weapon build right now. I'd probably still be at the exact same win rate, because I've gone to income and hit nothing but weapon builds that started with left and right-handed, right? Don't think there's any reason to, like, overthink this. Let's just go into the fight. They're at 0 wins, so I feel incredibly favored, because this build could easily be 4-0 right now.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Electric eels, which is not great into me. Shark claws with permanent haste, which is terrifying. So the build's pretty straightforward. You buff the eels. The question is, do I have enough life to burn him to death before the eels kill me with the crazy scaling? I don't know that I do. It looks like I do. Thank God.
Defeat does not defeat me.
It's a scary concept. It looks like he assembled it late, and it's also just not as good as it sounds. I mean, part of the problem with that is the captain's wheel, right? Or the shattered cloak. Like, you don't want both. There should be 3 small items, like 4 speed on this board, and instead he's got this garbage. We got Curio eating contest and get a slow item. I think I have to click get a slow item again. Like, if I go to Curio, I'm gonna end up banking a bunch of shit that I cannot use. I'm gonna get slow duration buffs. It's not gonna be helpful. I need to get slow items to actually use this. Stop! What the fuck? No, 1 second. This can give me 17 items. And out of every possible item, I'm pretty confident. I think there's nothing worse than this item. Right? Like, everything else is either a remotely viable slow item, a faster slow item, or a slow buff. There's like a Nargile. And at least Nargile is a crit buff as well. It's not like it's doing nothing, and it slows multiple items. So no, Nargile is still good as well. Neurotoxin, I guess, would be worse. Like, there are so many massive hits here that my entire build would hinge around. And we got 2 stingers. Wow. Thanks. That event's a lot better on average. Don't trust my results with it. I could go Ayla looking for Obsidian enchants, which sounds asinine, but that might be in the boat we're in. I'm so broke, we just take an item, man. I could have transformed my small gold randomly. I don't think that's reasonable. Upgrade a silver tier or lower item. I think I'm in a spot where I have to upgrade Life Preserver, man. I don't think I have an alternative. I need this to survive long enough for my garbage burn build to do its job. I don't activate that many items. I'm a burn build with 2400 health. Do I beat Lich? Like, I know my build is terrible. I understand that I shouldn't be thinking I beat Lich. But, like, very specifically, the whole 2400 health, mitigating a huge amount of whatever tick kills me. The fact I do big burn values is a flat thing without that many activations. Honestly, I think I lose. I think because I've never found a single slow item to replace Star Chart, the Darkwater Anglerfish is so slow that it will out-regen most of my burn. I'm not in a great spot to, like, lose my PvE fight here either. If I were really confident I beat Lich, I could click on it. But I'm, like, 40% thinking I have a shot to beat Lich. And I think even that much confidence is asinine, so let's not do it. We're gonna go Foreman here. Don't think he has any slow items. He's just the highest average gold value of what's left. It's come to my attention that Zookeeper is half decent for a drill build, but I don't think he has any slow items for me. Yeah, this fight's been going on for a while. That was probably around 10 seconds in when I got to 100 burn. And I think against Lich it would be like 15 seconds because of the massive disruption on the first volley. I don't think you live much longer than 15 seconds, even with a second life bar against Lich. We go Kina here. There's no reason to Aerodrome. Everything I want, all the slow items. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Going to sell the Crow's Nest. I'm going to buy this. This. I have an Ambergris, so I'm going to sell my Stinger. So that's just plus 2 gold. We're going to roll. Iceberg, huh? Iceberg is an item that I quite like. I have no synergy with it currently. Adjacent items are aquatic. I can use this to get a little bit of shielding and make the lighter much faster with Beach Ball. It is currently better than Star Chart, I would think, but not by like a lot. Not by 16 gold worth of value. The real question is, how do I rearrange my board? Well, I think it's just like Pop Snappers out is the first thing. And then, like, ideally, you'd want to bring in another friend for this, but I kind of can't. And this is ruining my Beach Ball, unfortunately. If I drop the Pop Snappers, it's okay. But I don't have a way to drop the Pop Snappers right now. I'll look at it on the next shop. I don't think I ever run Iceberg. It just seems crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can drop Pop Snappers for Vanessa's Amulet for 20% crit chance that also fixes my haste. I think that's good enough. I'm going to sell the Katana, I guess, pick up Vanessa's Amulet, and make the assumption that this will improve my board in the long run. I think those gold items don't actually improve anything. I think I'm good not picking this. I'm going to go JJ. There are still crazy slow items I won't. Tripwire, Dock Lines. Volcanic Vents is not bad. Darkwater Anglerfish goes off 4 seconds in now, which is a lot better. Thank you, Clamra. But the rest of this isn't really clear that it's improving in a meaningful way. Like, if I want to play Anglerfish, I don't want Volcanic Vents. And it's not even clear there's a way to fit it on my board right now. Because I would need to cut one of these items, which I obviously am not doing, to fit the Volcanic Vents without breaking haste up time. So instead, I just put it over this. I lose 20% crit chance. I marginally upgrade the lighter. Doesn't seem worth. Also, since you're going off about the same time as lighter now, and then on average you're slower, it's probably still better to give it to lighter. Need a little bit more slow support. I'm rolling. I don't think this is Volcanic Vents build. I mean, if it's on board, it's worth buying. Also, this has been fixed now. When I went to fight, this gains 3 value. I can see this being much better in the long run. I'm going to sell these. I need a little bit more. I need 12. I believe that this will be worth doing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm absolutely silly. And that was the wrong shit to sell, because we're going into a PvP fight, so I'm going to take 2% cooldown reduction. Anyways, I think our build's a lot stronger than it was, not that we finally found a slow item, but against a Mac, I'm terrified. I do have 2 health bars and a lot of burn, though, so I don't think I should be terrified. I think I have a decent shot. 1700 health, so he's up a level on me, which is unfortunate. Gold Magnus's Femur. Terrifying. And he had rigged, no less. And it has lifesteal, so I'm just dead. I can't do anything. There's no way I'm gonna kill it in between volleys ever. I can only hope that it takes him forever to do anything, and he just barely doesn't one-shot me on this hit. Alright, no, we actually kill him then. His slow generation is not that good. Crazy. I didn't catch that he doesn't have an incense and his amber's only at silver, so he's just doing 1 slow each time those go off, and that's not enough. The lifesteal on that was terrifying, but I was so blinded by the lifestealing golden femur on day 7 that I didn't notice the rest of his build did nothing. 7 regen, Mandala, and Andy. What am I looking for at Andy? Upgrades on these. A small aquatic friend. Well, I guess ideally it would actually be like Pesky Pete, right? To not break the beach ball. I kind of think I just don't want the illusory. Like, that's actually what's happening, right? I think that's correct. I think I don't... Oh, it's already broken. I forgot about the life preserver. I can't cut the life preserver, though, so... 7 regions, not a small amount. It might be worth clicking on that. No, I go Andy. The Clamor upgrade's too valuable, and there are other things I can hit. I'm just not thinking of them. Is there a reason that I care about burning as often as possible presently? No. I can't think of one down the line either. I'm just really looking at incendiary rounds being like, all right, what does this do? I know this could be an incredibly good item. Is there any way I'm underthinking this and I can do better? Like, I get the idea that I can put them next to Darkwater Anglerfish on the left and then put another fast item left of that, and it would technically be a better carrier than Immolating Spark, especially once I cut the lighter. But, like, the way my board works, I guess I would do, like, Beach Ball here. And then this would be the incendiary rounds, and that wouldn't be terrible. Maybe that's better. This goes off every 2.5 seconds. The lighter's not getting hasted, really. I think that is an improvement. I think I found a way to be happy with that. Not thrilled, but happy. Oh, right, there's more non-aquatic friends now. I was thinking of stuff like Old Salt Claw, but no, Calico is not aquatic. Mr. Richardson probably isn't either. He's just on a boat. I didn't even catch that when I was looking at him. Well, obviously, Mr. Richardson would have been better than Calico. I wasn't really seriously thinking about it. I don't think it's better right now is the problem. No, genuinely, I'm not going to do it. I think I was mostly here for a Clamor upgrade. I'm glad I found something else, but I think trying to set up Illusoray is kind of madness. Gonna go Docks, get 5 gold, 1 XP. I think Illusoray is generally very weak, and it's not the way I want to deliver my slow. Let's go slow skills. There's got to be something there that's good for our build, right? That's the whole point of this entire archetype. Man, is slow targets ever terrible, though. Charge this by 4 seconds and slow 2 items when I hit half? Is that good enough? I don't want to spend 6 gold rolling and it does something, so I'm taking it. Anyway, Treasure Turtle's most experience. I want to see how this build does without interruption as well. Oh, we're going to get interrupted insofar as our damage is lower, but that's fine. We can still see the burn values. I'll be interested in seeing how much burn the incendiary rounds do compared to the anglerfish itself. I will say this, my burn output's not as good as I imagined it might have been. Which makes sense. I have a half-enabled Illusoray, a Silver Clamra. I'm not good at actually enabling burn. I think that might have been worse than lighter. I'm not even 100% sure I improved the build. Checking recap. I can't see the numbers of times it went off because it's passive, but I can do 112 divided by 7. I can also just add the number of uses on the items either side. Either way, you get 16. It's hard to guess how long that fight was. I'm going to count it. 1 second. It was about 28 seconds long. It was like 1 to 2 seconds before Sandstorm. So I can see it did 16 triggers in that time. The lighter would have done 9 triggers in that time. This is better than lighter. Okay. That's all I wanted to hard confirm. And bag of jewels is a good chunk of cash, so I'm happy enough with that. I think I've got to go Curio here, try to get better slow duration on the Clamra. Honestly, my slows are so bad that the slow duration buffing items are almost worth running on their own. I have no damage scaling of any kind. Proboscis is just straight up off the table. We're not doing that.
Reuse everything.
And no slow buffs, of course. Take the wing.
Sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
I want to float this icicle. For now, I'll put all of my buffs on the anglerfish because it's my most important item. Sell the feather. I am going to float this icicle basically indefinitely.
Clean up the bazaar.
Let's go see what our last shop has for us. It's Colt against the fight. Does Colt have anything I really care about? Tripwire and dock lines aren't ammo items. You can sell me like a mantis shrimp, which is not even useful. The one thing Colt can sell me out of his entire roster is shot glasses. Shot glasses would be very good. It's a 1 in 23. I see 6 items. 1 in 4 times I go to Colt, I get shot glasses. The rest of it, I miss a fight. As much as I want shot glasses, I'm not passing a fight event for them. And this should burn down a whole hell of a lot faster than Treasure Turtle did. There's not a lot to say about this fight. As always, you want the feathers, you want the cooldown reduction, you want Kenai, you want Cosmic Wind. but it's a trivially easy fight, and you're not getting those, you're getting Cosmic Plumage. But while we wait for it to burn down, I'll remind you, because I forgot to do it up till now, if you want to, you can sub for more Daily Bazaar content just like this. And if you could leave a like when you do, it really does help the channel grow, help the video get spread around in the algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. Anyways, we win. For our rewards, we actually get the feather, which is very nice. And then for our level up, it is trash against loot, so we're taking the loot. Gunpowder could be good with the right targets, namely shot glasses, so I'll be holding that one. I always sell the feather to Dan. This thing is down to 7-second cooldown flat, getting close to 6, which is very nice. I don't generate anything, so I'm good to go like this. The only question is, like, is there a chance that Gold Lighter is better than Vanessa's? Doesn't seem likely. Let's see, 2-win Vanessa, they're doing worse than me, and worse later than I am as well. I feel pretty confident that a 2-win Vanessa doesn't kill a decent Life Preserver build. Gold Conflag, that's very scary. With Volcanic Vents, Incendiary Rounds, Light... Dude, you're at 2 wins? He probably only just got Shiny Fang in, like, recent days. So, like, holy shit, that's a lot of burn. I'm probably dead. Gold Conflag and Shiny... Oh, also, they're heavy? You're sure you're at 2 wins, buddy? Oh my god, that's fucking ridiculous. He has heavy incendiary rounds next to Shiny Fang on Shadowed Cloak, Gold Conflag with Volcanic Vents and a burn starting skill, burn crit scaling. What happened in the last 2 days? There's only 6 fights so far. How does he have 2 wins, this build, and this little prestige? I can't figure it out. Because, like, if he lost... Dude, I'm not going to think about it. That build's cracked. He should have so many more than 2 wins, but hey... Pot calling the kettle black, I guess. We're in the same boat. Oh, man. I guess we're both just getting bullied by high roll weapons at the start. Thankfully, I'm not dead, but the longer this goes, the more stressed I get about it. Sharpening Stone, Mandala, medium items. Keep looking for dock lines and tripwire, I suppose. Those are all utterly useless to me. A friend gains +1 multicast for the fight. I should also acknowledge there's a powder keg in the shop, but that's way less interesting and I don't want to play it. I know Powder Keg's good, I don't think I have good enough support for it yet. Certainly not a silver unenchanted one. I know I want this. Like, I plan on killing them basically with just anglerfish, right? Which means I need to buy this, because that's probably better than this. It's like, Life Preserver's falling off. Let's get the burn going. This also makes my haste setup work again. Okay, that definitely improves the build. I like it a lot. I don't know how good it is, but I'm very interested in playing with it. If we could just find shot glasses somewhere, that would honestly send us to the moon. Oh, hey, Shipwreck. I think I've got multicast handled for way less downside, actually. I don't think holsters make any sense here. Going to roll. It's a Zorkid. I mean, that's sort of a better haste solution than Beach Ball, right? Beach Ball isn't a full haste uptime solution either, which is worth noting. If I were to haste the Beach Ball, I could like flip the board like this, drop this, put the Zorkid in. The Zorkid would haste the Beach Ball, which would then be... Oh, it wouldn't be full haste uptime because there's no smart targeting on haste, and the Zorkid's an aquatic item. Grumble, grumble. I don't think the Zorkid's worth running, just barely. I think everything else I'm doing is worth a little bit more.
All browse, no buy.
And I don't need to sell anything yet, so I'm not going to. It's Cosmic Rock versus Wandering Shoal. I level up regardless of which one I fight. I'm going to go Cosmic Rock. I think getting another gold feather would send the build to the moon. We just need a bit more cooldown reduction for haste up time, a bit more cooldown reduction to get to 6 seconds. The value of a gold feather here is too high for me not to go for it. It's also repeating a fight I just did, so I get to see how much impact does that multicast really have. The answer seems like a shitload. The answer seems like the build is vastly better with the poker table. It was about to go off the second time, so it was dead from burn at 11 seconds. Yeah, I think that's worth giving up our Life Preserver for 100%. Lighter, you're out. Sorry. We definitely have a lot we can do to improve the build. I think we just kind of go Artisan Dunes when offered it, though, right? I don't know. Is 2-burn gonna really make a difference here? It's weird. I think Artisan Dunes is normally very, very good. I mean, we're giving the damn thing multicast, but... I think I just want to go JJ. I think there are criminally important slow items like dock lines that I just do not have. If I take that, I'm basically saying that I need to not sell it for 3 more fights. I think that makes sense, because I can just sell the ambergris first, right? it's much easier to benefit from a lockbox in the late game than it is to buy a bunch of random aquatic items. I am going to buy this. Obviously, we don't care about revolver or pistol sword. That's not for us. Imagine if we were playing in a world where shipwreck was still good. Also, that powder keg timeline's looking more interesting by the second, but not for us.
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that one. That gives us a way to punch through shields. It gives us a ton more damage. Seems good. Ayla's a pretty bad shop, right? It's kind of hard to do much worse than what Ayla's offering me. The flip side is I'm looking at spare change and gumballs. It's day 8. We're done with Star Chart. I'm going to go do gumballs because I can buy them 5 at a time. I just really didn't want to buy gumballs 1 at a time. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a tiny bit of health and crit chance. It's not a great use of my economy, but it's fine. When I say my economy, I mean what limited gold I have stockpiled, because there is no economy. Okay, we made it level 10 ahead of him. We have a relevant enchant. We have, for the first time, what feels like a half-decent build. We're obviously still missing, like, dockline, shot glasses, tripwire, any of the actual good slow enablers. My opponent's playing a bad build from 3 months ago? What am I looking at? This isn't how the game works anymore. I mean, obviously, I'm not thrilled about the harpoon. I have only slow enablers for, only small enablers in terms of slow. But it just doesn't matter. We just deal enough damage, we're completely fine. Hotspot's also quite random. This is very much a person learning Vanessa. But hey, we take wins where we can get them in this house. How are we looking right now? Terrible. Just give me a tripwire, give me a dockline, give me some functional form of slow. I would love to cut Vanessa's Amulet, Incendiary Rounds, and Elusive Ray. I don't want these cards in the long-term sense. Please help. That's how we're looking. Bit late for the Wanted poster. Don't have the gold for it either. I'm going to roll. Sea Shadow is definitely cool. However, it's just not that big of a deal. Like 10% cooldown reduction. Who cares? I don't think that's a good card. I've never seen a good build with it. I'm not about to gamble all of my gold on using it. Talk saved me. This is the first time I've seen him all run.
I won't tell you what happens.
If I get a medium slow item, Elusive Ray is out, so I don't need more targets on Beach Ball. Dive Weights is sort of unnecessary because I already have Beach Ball. I could cut Beach Ball for Dive Weights, but Dive Weights would have a 6-second cooldown, which is notably slower. Also, depending on how smart targeting works, I think it's still been removed. I'm not honestly 100% up to date on these rules. I've just been not looking at them because they're frustrating. But if smart targeting is gone, then Dive Weights gets a whole hell of a lot worse, doesn't it? Spending all my gold for that seems asinine. It doesn't really improve the build. I need to find other more important items, which I cannot seem to do. Silencer, however, now works with the Anglerfish. So we buy the Silencer. The Incendiary Rounds aren't the biggest deal, right? Like, you want to get this thing under 6 seconds. And rather than using Figurehead to do it, I can just use the Silencer for more cooldown reduction to achieve the same purpose. Oh, the Elusive Ray really needs to go, I've just realized. I don't have one friend presently. So what I actually want to do is this. And buy the Figurehead. Because not guaranteeing the multicast on Anglerfish is basically going to break the build in some circumstances. Yeah, that's got to happen then. We are able to either break the Ambergris or give up on floating an Icicle. I'm giving up on floating the Icicle. And the reason I'm doing that is because with a build like this, it feels like I'm never going to have a free board slot for an Icicle. It all loops in too tightly on itself. Okay, we're down to a 5-second cooldown on the Anglerfish. Very normal things happening there. If I could get a Diamond Clam Run, a little bit more cooldown reduction, this guy would trigger twice at start of combat, which would be pretty neat. Not quite there yet, obviously. Imagine if this were an aquatic item. The haste value would be obscene. The build's still half decent. Like, it's not like I'm doing nothing. I don't think we were that low again. I think that was an under 10-second kill on Revenant, which is not bad. But I don't know. I'm very sketchy about what I'm currently doing. It's just because I don't have good slows. That's all. That's all that matters to me. We go Vanessa. Barnacle Encrusted and Inexorable are both two. Oh my god.
The Bazaar's the only sea I sail.
I've gone to Vanessa so many times for Barnacle Encrusted. I've never even seen it at gold in those runs. This is the first time I got to play with it at diamond. What are you actually at? You are effectively a 4-second cooldown. Thanks to internal cooldowns, this goes off every 2 slows now. So if I found a slow item now, like this is not my ride or die board, right? Surely, rather than using Beach Ball to haste Clamra, which makes no sense because it's so slow, and to haste the Obsidian Anglerfish to go off in 2 seconds, you just run a dock line. So you just run a tripwire. Yes, the Beach Ball is cuttable. The haste doesn't actually matter.
I'll help you find who does.
Yeah, those are the items I've been seeing this run. I'm familiar with them.
Every item finds its buyer. It's a relationship, you know?
Goldie, it's gonna rob me, but I've got the money to get robbed. Let's give it a shot.
Two kinds of people. Rich and stupid.
Well, those aren't useful, Goldie, so maybe I'm the stupid kind who trusts you on the roll. Looks like I am. Thanks, buddy.
You don't earn my respect, you buy it.
It is a 5-win Mac.
Go ahead.
I don't feel weak for the day, but I don't feel strong. I need to see like a decent build in PvP to know how I'm actually doing. Same health, same level. It's a Poppy Field with shielded knife set. That should be, no, because it's gonna scale the shield with Poppy Field. I think I'm dead. Certainly the build gets better when it gains the multicast, right? No, we get him. We actually just brute force through the shield on the knife set, survive Poppy long enough. I was expecting Fiery Katana shielded knife set to like be a problem here. I guess it just didn't scale up that quickly. Oh, it's a Turbo Poppy Field, no less. Okay, no, the build's good. If we beat a Turbo Poppy Field, like sure, that's not the best Poppy Field I've ever seen, but if we beat that board that consistently, I feel good about our chances. Wow, would you like a weapon or a weapon for free or chocolate bars, huh? Those are my options. I'm gonna go with a weapon for free for the economy. You think you're so funny. Don't have any scaling for that. There's no large item I need. I'm gonna go for a tool because dock lines is a tool. I also just have terrible economy, which I suppose the shovel helps. Right now, I'm dead. If Lord Arkan drops his ring, I will survive the fight. Also, I just beat him. Unwavering is great. 4,700 health. How quickly does that die? Our board's pretty much 100% consistent. This is just going to be a damage check. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because Unwavering's going to be cutting a lot of our burn ticks in half, because we don't always attack right before you burn. I will say, the build's pretty good. We killed him very quickly. That was, like, basically 7.5 seconds? All right, that's reassuring. Obsidian's doing some work here. Gold tier aquatic item. Can't give me tripwire, it can give me dock lines. I can also just get cooldown reduction. I think I've got enough. I think we're kind of capped out. 4 seconds is as low as you realistically ever need to go. I take the aquatic item for income and the chance at dock lines. That was more likely. 12 regen, and no thank you. I'm going to desperately look for the things that make this build better. Wasn't really thinking about the next Hero Silencer, but fucking sure. Why not? Oh my god, we found it. It's only at silver, but it's still already better than the beach ball, I'm pretty sure.
Says I have to trade even when I don't care.
So at every 3.6 seconds, it slows 2 items for 3, which just is a use of this, right? Hasting this is probably on the whole kind of similar, but the beach ball is slower, which is worth thinking about. I think this is better just because getting the next volley sooner matters. At 3 seconds, oh no. I think this is actually timing out badly. I think because card table's at base 4, I'm going to charge this thing at 3.6, basically for real. And then at 3.8, it's going to go off. Actually, no, it's going to go off at 3.6, right? Because it goes off at combat start at 0.2 seconds on internal cooldown. Then at 3.6, it's charged up to 3.8. Like, it might completely waste the first slow. I'm running this. I'm not doing the beach ball math, man. I don't want to. You can't make me. It's better on subsequent volleys. It might make the very first volley worse, though. Huh. Enchanted items are neat. I don't have that kind of money. I'm just going to turn my money into experience instead and guarantee a level up.
Ride that tide.
Which puts me into an immediately confusing question of, do I want to use upgrade an item on this for 10 more burn, or this for 10% more CDR? Or this for another slow target, actually. They're all pretty compelling. I mean, hell, I could also go this one for a different form of CDR with some damage attached. I'm of the opinion I don't want to upgrade the Anglerfish, because even though 10 burn might be the best upgrade, it makes middle a much worse shot by removing one of the hits. I think upgrading the dock lines makes the most sense. I don't know that upgrading the figurehead really does a ton, compared to just increasing the output directly on the dock lines. I'm never going back to Beach Ball, you can't make me. I don't think there's any chance of generating an item. I don't think I needed to do that. But like this, because I don't have the diamond fish, middle is a much better shop. I don't think 10 more burns the end of the world. Rigged. You hate to see it. Just wide ammo. I think we're fast enough that we should be okay. Yeah, our damage is obscenely quick. This is just a silver torpedo. It's fine. Oh, he's dead before it went off. Okay. Yeah, that's really reassuring. That's ridiculous. It looks like he probably lost very late, right? Like, just won the early fights with an ammo build and then never really found anything to send it to the moon. So I'm not too thrilled about my build for beating him. I'm thrilled about my build just because, in general, it looks very good right now. We go Monster Ranch. It's against Ayla, bad shop. That's a very good item. Can't really use it here. 2 XP versus 9% CDR. If I get the cooldown reduction, like, is there a world where this goes down to 2 seconds? Surely not. I'm pretty sure all future cooldown reduction on this is wasted. 4 seconds, it is 9% of 4, so 0.09 times 4, it goes down to just fast enough that dock line... I think I just don't care about the first volley. I think I just have to be like, oh yeah, the first volley misses. But this is my chance to rectify that. Because right now, it is minus 1.401 seconds, and it double triggers the guy. Getting some more cooldown reduction on card table fixes that to some degree. I'm going to take this wing. I'm definitely doing that over the experience. I'll figure out my decision at the end of the day. I don't have to do it yet. And it's possible that I can get an item that would change my opinion here. Silencer and Clamor are both good. I wonder if Sorkin made more sense than Silencer. There's no shot. It would go above 4 immediately. What are we talking about? This is 25% cooldown reduction. What are you talking about? No, Sorkin doesn't make more sense than that. I'm almost... When did I get a VIP pass? What? I'm sure it makes sense, but I don't get it. I'm lowering the cooldown here. I think it's too important. Getting this down to 3.6, so I'm not wasting 2 attacks without multicast, seems incredibly valuable. Anyway, we should crush Veteran Octopus, and this will be a good chance for me to see, does this get multicast on the second attack? It should, but it might just barely time out wrong. It might only get it on the third, and it might somehow miss both. Yeah, it doesn't get it on the second attack. It's just barely not fast enough on the card table. But it does get it on the third attack, which happens right after, so it's still giving me 1 more attack pretty early, which seems important. Oh wait, this is crit on tool use. I forgot I have flashy mechanics, so my board is positioned wrong. Yeah, sure, why not? It's 8 gold. It's also pretty much the only reward from this fight. Poison skills, weapon skills. I do have a weapon. If I don't get, like, specifically knife tricks or one of the 2 lifesteal skills, this is pretty bad. And since 2 of those are diamond only, it makes more sense to go to Adira anyway. When you poison, charge a burn, don't do it. When you slow, haste a vehicle, don't have one. I don't poison, try again. Man, I wish I had a vehicle. You're not a vehicle, are you? No. Improved toxins. The first 10 times, use your leftmost item each fight, haste 1 item for 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so that's really awkward because the only way for me to, like, do that correctly is to give up the damage here, because I would want my leftmost item to be the fish so that I can get a bit of haste. Is a bit of haste worth anything to me? It doesn't seem like it would be, you know? Seems irrelevant. These are pretty terrible diamond hits. They're almost all blanks. Is there a small vehicle that I could even get, right? Like, I know there's no small. I meant not large. They're a medium, and no, I couldn't run one. This is useless. This is also useless. I'm just taking something out of the pool. I'll get a start a fight haste on 1 item with my Clamor. That's like the best we've got here. Pearl is a good thing to hit, but middle is like my entire board, so I'm gonna go middle here, man.
All about moderation.
That's very minor. I've got the gold for this, like, I may as well. It's incredibly minor, but it's an upgrade, so take it. And then nothing, of course. I think that was the diamond upgrade I wanted the least, to be honest with you. Let's go see if we can't find a different one. Shut up, Lighthouse. No one cares. I'm not doing it. Well, that's a good upgrade at least. It does mean that this is even further from being relevant now. This was the reason I was kind of like, maybe I shouldn't use the feather. It's because figurehead upgrades result in the feather not being enough. The reason I ended up leaning towards is I figure that, like, eventually, with lower cooldowns and being internal cooldown cap, 3.6 seconds might just be fast enough. Maybe it's still not. Maybe I was wrong about that. We're about to see. Definitely should have done math instead of just doing it. That was wrong. We can sell this for 56 and then just buy the new one instead of upgrading, right? That seems very reasonable to me. I essentially lose 8 gold to get about 40 gold liquid right now, which makes a lot of sense. I feel decently strong for day 11. Not like insane, but definitely not weak. They've only got 5 wins. They're dead. That implies they're a weapon build that didn't find anything crazy and they just fell apart.
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
No. Fiery weather. Oh, I'm sorry. But weather glass is usually not great. I will say, shot glasses to charge fiery weather glass is quite scary. He seems to have gotten his 1 freeze on my slow item. With Gorgon skill at gold, almost got me.
I've got another salvo with me.
Heavy shot glasses to make him slow proof effectively. Using a charging station to enable a fiery weather glass with gold Gorgon skill and 34% crit from an exorable. Yeah, that's pretty fucking scary. I'm glad we win that. That could easily have been a loss. 280 health versus Andy. I would like 280 health, but it's beginning to be a kind of drop in the bucket sort of situation, and Andy can upgrade my silencer, which doesn't matter that much, or more importantly, my camera. I don't think there's a use for dive weights here. I know there's not. I'm just stuck thinking about it for some reason. My brain's like, no, dive weights are good. You have to look at them. And no, dive weights are not good here. They're good generally. They can be in a lot of builds, just not this one. Clamra, there's just so many hits here on Nautica. I've got to go.
If you find it in the sea, that means it's treasure.
This is not a shark ray build, unfortunately. It was one of the things I was interested in playing when I sat down. Sorry, Slumbering Primordial, you are definitely not happening this meta.
Really?
Oh, those were certainly items, not the ones I wanted. She has a pool of like 50 items. Nautica's not actually a very good tutor because she tutors like half of Vanessa's card pool. Master Alchemist Property Baron. Do I beat Volcus? You know, I think I do. I really think I beat Volcus here.
Stand down.
Like, he's got a couple of freezes at the start. I don't have that many active items, so it's like a bit rough. Obviously, an 8-second freeze on the only item that actually matters is suboptimal. But when it does unfreeze, it will go off immediately and it should multicast twice, is my understanding. He's frozen again, by the way. Definitely, if I'm going to lose, it's going to be as a direct result of it getting frozen forever. Seems like we're fine.
Requesting medivac.
So worst case RNG from Volcus, I have to assume, and we still crush him. Happy to see that.
Rally men, blades to the
Gonna
wind.
take a loot item. Get nothing, as you do most of the time when you click loot. Hit middle again. It is allegedly one of my best shops. Hey, there's the vehicle I didn't believe I would hit. But I mean, it's a terrible thing, right? Like, it's essentially 2 slots for 20% cooldown reduction, and I kind of already have that, right? Like, well, okay.
Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
It's at 2.9 seconds over here. If I'm putting it over here, it's 4.2 seconds. And it might seem asinine to do that, but like, the difference in 2.9 and 4.2, like, this goes off when I slow twice. Over here, this goes off when I slow twice. Actually, no, it just barely doesn't. It needs to be 3.8 something for that to happen. Because of internal cooldown timings, it is vastly worse on the right side. I need a little bit more cooldown reduction, so it's not really an option. Still haven't gotten the 10 burn and the extra slow. You know, by far the 2 best options I could hit there. Zerfin is great, though. I can't bitch if I see that. Blizzard isn't really good with my build. Hunker down seems insane. I think you just take diamond hunker down.
More bounty.
Just toss these. It looks like it's probably about enough. I don't feel like doing math. Yeah. I'm gonna take diamond hunker down. 80% more health as shield seems like a lot. That just seems like it's enough to tilt the balance in a lot of fights, right? How can that possibly be a thing worth rolling past? Moth to a Flame is terrifying. Is he looping? Is he going off instantly? He has a lot of restorative shit with Moth to a Flame, so I need to kill him pretty fast. He has 8k health as well, so I'm guessing... Yeah, he had a crazy knee brace start. However, it appears that I'm just fast enough and burny enough. Yeah.
My family waits for me.
You love to see that. How many times did this guy activate? I think it was more than his entire board by a substantial margin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. He lapped the entire enemy board. It's not like I have a ton of slow items. I have a silver Calamra and a gold dock lines. I've just gotten the cooldown so low with Figurehead, Silencer, the Obsidian Enchant, Diamond Barnacle Encrusted, and a Gold Feather. And that is enough. Two things about this art. One, it's a cool art, but Fiery looks absolutely insane, and I'm kind of sad this isn't as sick. And two, it's worth remembering this little guy fits in the palm of your hand. Anglerfish are not very big. Anyway, we go to Keen and we keep looking for the upgrades on our last two mediums. They're very important. Arguably the two most important medium items we had. Yeah, no. Just got a better thing than this, to be honest. Oh, I have a gold shovel that I got through random generation. I figured out how I got the VIP pass.
I guess.
Starting shield doesn't really do much. I'm gonna take temp boost health. 25 damage though? No, temp boost health. Neither's great, but I'm just up against nothing there. We kill Frost Street Champion, no problem. Like, he's just not gonna kill us with Diamond Hunker Down. It's not happening. It's also day 13. I have 6,000 health. It should just be fine in general. If he just jumps right past 3,000 and kills me, and oh, I'd be very upset. Okay, we're good. We had 800 health to spare from the nightmare timing window where he managed to lose it. I don't think I want anything from him. See, why do you gotta give me the confusing one? This is where I'm at with Blizzard. We're on day 13. I'm probably not gonna see a weapon, Vanessa. If it's a Magnus's Femur build, the Magnus Femur having startup time doesn't matter. Well, like, the flip side is getting 2 seconds of charge on my Obsidian Anglerfish doesn't matter either, right? Like, this is the most minor of minor advantage in some matchups, and it's game losing in others, so stop thinking about that. Gold tier skills are nice. We're taking an upgrade. It's between just 30% more flat value or activating it more frequently. I'm gonna go with activating it more frequently.
The quicker the fight.
Get a small burn item versus gumballs. Well, I'm obviously never using an ammo item, so I can buy gumballs 5 at a time, which means it's good enough for me. Almost clicked on the wrong thing, just because at a deep instinctual level, I do not want to buy gumballs. Our last shop is Nautica and Fen. Nautica's a pretty bad shop. It's, what, like a 6 out of 50 to get the Anglerfish upgrade? I'm taking the health, man.
My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
It's also late enough in the run on day 13 with this many diamond items. She had Calamra too. It was worth going, I think. I think that was a mistake. I wasn't thinking about the Calamra. I just accept that my Calamra doesn't get to evolve past silver in this run.
I will fight you, but only so that I can.
He has a second life bar. I guess I do too. He has a Poppy Field build. We're gonna need some crazy slow action here. He has double Spider Mace, one of which is heavy. I think I'm just dead. The second life bar's too fucked up. Yeah, this Poppy Field scaling's just insane. I killed him once, but there's just nothing I can do about fucking Fiery Rebirth, man. Ah, you hate to see it. Is this how I go out? 9 wins having lost to some guy who got Fiery Rebirth with a crazy scaling over time build. I have nothing that cares about poisoning. I think I random the Silencer because if it hits slow, the build goes to the moon. So shiny and heavy would be insane on the Silencer. The rest of these really don't matter at all, I think. The other consideration is Figurehead, because it's effectively the same thing, right? I can just give up the Silencer's damage for the heavy adjacency effect, but it's icy effect. Oh, it's only small items for some reason. I thought it would be able to target mediums. That's very weird. Shiny on the Figurehead's also quite good. I think they're both currently giving like the same cooldown reduction. I'm gonna random the Figurehead. I think it's very technically better. 30 damage is just not important with the amount of burn this build deals. It's just not a big deal. So what do we hit? Oh my.
Ships may sink, But I'm a good
1.7 second anglerfish, we got under 2. 1.6 second dock lines, 2.9 clamra. Yeah, the card table's gonna be a little bit late now. Yeah, the shiny effect on this is one of the few things that can be better than a shiny silencer in any circumstances. I guess I'm gonna go middle. My build feels locked in. I could go Pearl looking for clamra, that feels all... I randomly generated a thruster so that I could theoretically have used the vehicle cooldown reduction. That's wild. I think I hold these in case the skill gets offered again since there are 2 days left. I'm gonna go Pearl. I think it's sensible enough. There are like some hits here. I've got a lot of gold to roll with. I'm willing to take just like a big expensive item for economy options as well to buy skills. Boom, big expensive item. I mean, I don't think I have room for a heavy Slumbering Primordial. However,
the Cretaceous era?
like, we don't need the silencer anymore. It's at 1.7 seconds. It goes up to 2.2. We need to know the rounding. Just barely not enough. But this is a 9.6 second Primordial? Let me just see how that feels in the PvP fight, or the PvE fight, rather. I just want to see it, you know? Like, doesn't it almost instantly trigger because this triggers the... Like, isn't this crazy fucked up? Isn't this, like, almost looping? Huh. I don't know.
See that plank?
I need to see it again. That guy has, like, 5,000 health. He's not that tough. I'm gonna sell the ambergris to make room, I guess, and then bug out my inventory. So we pick up the Void Shield, we go into another PvP fight. Weapon skills seem a lot worse than they did a second ago. What crit skill would I even want? I go weapon skills for the chance at lifesteal, that's like all there is. Those are just 3 very bad skill vendors. I don't gain haste, I'm gonna take 10% crit chance.
Today you have become slightly less weak.
Oh, I can't test it against you. And I don't guarantee beat this guy no matter what I do. I don't know, actually I have a lot of slows. I might just kill him with heavy... Like this guy's... Oh no, he charges himself for 6 of 9.6 seconds. Yeah, it seems insane, doesn't it? It's not balanced around having a shiny diamond figurehead even a little bit. Oh no, wait. 6 of 7.2. It's not infinite yet. 6.5 on a 23.5. That means its cooldown is 7.5 for real, a little bit less. So it charges itself 6 seconds. It's not quite good enough to be infinite. It's damn close. With the dock lines, it basically is. I think I'm better off with this setup though, because I assume it works on drill logic. So having the burn is actually very valuable. I have no idea what's happening anymore. The build has gone fully fucking off the rails. I'm gonna fight Trash Titan, I guess. Well, Juggler's useless to me. Assault Focus is insane, so I'm gonna go here instead. It's just basically immediate infinite Slumbering Primordial that's also charging the Anglerfish. It's gotta be this. I thought this was just a big economy hit. I didn't realize it said slow 3 for 10. And with Shiny Figurehead, the cooldown gets so low that it's just ridiculous. Like, how could that possibly be the wrong thing to be doing? Sell the katana, get my loot item. Yeah, sure, it can have 15% crit chance, why not? I'm really just looking for Clamra, and that's it. I don't think dropping this makes any sense. I think tip boost HP, just make sure I don't get one shot by some nonsense. Those are not useful events. 360 max HP versus Kina for the Clamra upgrade. The Clamra upgrade is not minor. The Clamra upgrade is... Are you going off on the right timing window? You're just barely too slow. 2.2 seconds isn't fast enough. We need more feathers. Oh, that's wild. Am I sure that this isn't... Well, it doesn't do anything, right? I'd have to, like, do this. It gets it to go off immediately, though, right? And then it's going to be charged by the Primordial. I think this is better. As weird as it looks. I'm going to give the crit to Primordial. I think that makes more sense. I think the dock lines are out. I really want any small active item over the silencer. So, like, I don't care about seaweed. It's just something to eat crowd control right now. And those other 2 items don't matter. Oh, I should have taken those incendiary rounds. What am I doing? Yeah, he cares about that. Well, silly me. I could have made the loop even faster, but then I wouldn't have the active item. I should definitely have taken them. It's just such a weird spot to be in. I've never been able to think about, like, heavy Slumbering Primordial drill before, which is very much where we're at. And these incendiary rounds are actually a really interesting choice. Obviously, running a passive item here is pretty scary because I have very few active items and I could just lose to an icicle at the start of combat, right? So I like not taking a passive item here. However, it does mostly not matter. You think like, oh, it makes the loop so much faster. Every slow, now that this is under 2 seconds, triggers a burn already. We're already burning on internal cooldown. Incendiary rounds actually is mostly just giving me a start of combat burn to start the loop a little bit faster. That's the main thing it does. So obviously skipping past it in that moment was wrong, but I think I actually don't want to run the incendiary rounds. I'm more comfortable with 2 seconds longer startup time because I'm already so fast than I am being so incredibly weak to crowd control. Well, freeze in particular, slow wouldn't matter. I think Seaweed's among the better items I could have had. Obviously, I would have vastly preferred the incendiary rounds. I'm a complete idiot. But here we are. So, this seems like the thing to do. I can't imagine it's wrong. I've got the room for my shovel. Let's go.
You should know, I'm a bit of a...
Based on my PvE fights, I think he's gonna live for about 3 seconds. Because this loop happens immediately. There's no startup time thanks to Clamra. Oh, he has multiple 3D printers with freeze items. You don't like that. Thankfully, those printers are not going to be resolving. Oh, no. Does he actually survive long enough to go? No, he doesn't. Just barely. All those cool ones had the exact same amount of slow. Did they inherit the slow that was on the printer that spawned them or something? It looks like they must have, right? Yeah, they do. That's really cool. I'm glad that's how it works. Just barely killed him fast enough. Not a lot of builds get in under quadruple sapphire, quadruple coolant. Holy shit. Definitely would have been a little bit safer with incendiary rounds there. Kind of messed it up, but oh well. Here we are. We might be able to take it the distance. Gonna go slow items looking for that Clamra upgrade, because that is meaningful startup time. I think the dock lines and the card table are both just out. There's no room for them. I need this because it's currently only charging off slow unless I have Darkwater Anglerfish, which is going to be a very fast fire trigger to speed up the loop. Clamor's the start of combat. This is only fast enough because I've got the thrusters, and then we have a random active item. I think the Seaweed's a good random active item to have. Heavy Ambergris makes no sense to buy. I don't need that. Jit is obviously half decent. Oh, shot glasses. Hello. You don't care about the haste. You do care about the slow, though. It's also very fast, and it makes me, to some degree, impervious to slow. Goodbye, Seaweed. You were cool. Shot glasses finally showed up. Even if they showed up way too late, they did show up.
Teach you to walk its threads.
Are these a tool? No, of course not. Why would they be a tool? If only I had taken the vehicle skill on the assumption that I might someday find thrusters. Going to take premium chocolate bars here. I have unlimited gold, it feels like. We're gonna get to 19, get an enchant. I don't know what we do with that, to be honest. So, if I take Blizzard, does Clamra go off first? Because if it does, Blizzard's good. I definitely beat Frost Street Champion, though. Like, sure, I get frozen in between the loops happening, but it doesn't matter. So that's how much we get off with Blizzard. Not, like, quite as much as you would like, but more than enough, I would think. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Like, I literally cannot trigger my loop, and we still killed him in, what, 10 seconds? Give me the Blizzard. I want to see it. I changed my mind. I would like it back. Damn. I wasn't thinking about going into something like this. I'm willing to bet thrusters say... Oh, no, they have the terrible new enchant type, don't they? Yeah, thrusters are a half health trigger. They obviously should have, like, the same sort of enchant windows as a silencer, but instead they have this trash. So they're not going to be good. I do want to put poison on something, which basically just means I put it on the Clamra for a start a fight charge, as opposed to waiting 3 seconds. Start a fight poison, take me home. This is the fastest Primordial you will ever see. I'm very happy with this build. I guess we go Barracuda? Look for the Anglerfish? Look for nothing else?
Acorns. Home.
Yeah, that's about right. I've seen like 4 figureheads this run. Ayla really can't help at all. Iceberg's neat. We're going off before our opponent. I don't have room for it. There's no shot. Get a weapon. Temp boost sells weapons. Temp boost health. Lock it in. Got 10,000 health, 80% more to shield. Do not one-shot me. Do not go off instantly. Do not pass go. Please let me do this. This is the sickest build. It's a crook build. He's not that crazy with his cash deposits. We should be fine. 772 is kind of a fucking lot, though. No, we're fine. We're fine. This is it. This does one-shot me when it crits, actually. No, no shot. Easiest win of my life. I wasn't even worried. He was definitely not about to hit me for 12,000. 56 seconds of slow, by the way. Oh, my lord. I'm so glad we managed to just barely get in under the Lion Cane. Obsidian Atlatl might have just killed me on its own had it not been for Hunker Down. I don't think it quite did it, no. The rest of his build didn't even activate because of the amount of slow and how fast the combat was. I'm kind of surprised at how long it felt like it took to start up. Like, there's that 2-second gap at the start that you just can't tolerate, right? After the 2-second gap, you're just looping forever with the every time this and it's so silly. It's just so silly because every time the Primordial is going off, it's generating 6 seconds of charge for itself and then 3 uses of Anglerfish, which is another 6 seconds of charge. So it just loops perfectly on every 0.6 seconds. It's a very strong build. Still almost lost to this just like absolute madness. Big health pig that happens to run some random square garbage too. I can't believe that shiny figurehead, infinite loop, immediate Primordial build almost didn't go the distance. I don't think Primordial is a good card right now. But like many cards, if you have the right combination of absolutely broken bullshit, it's good enough. We managed to take it there. I'm very happy we did. Most of our skills are trash, but Hunker Down is incredible. Barnacle Crusted is incredible. Lefty Lucy existed. I don't think it did much. The rest of this, not really a big deal. But it was very cool to see Anglerfish going the distance for most of the build. I genuinely liked where we were at before this. I don't think we would have been able to do it without the Slumbering Primordial. Maybe we would have. Maybe we would have. Because we did give up tremendous amounts of multicast scaling. I think this is better than our old build for sure, and I think we wouldn't have gone 10 if we hadn't found this. Heavy Slumbering Primordial just showed up to save the day. What a sick interaction. I'm never going to see this again. I've never seen a shiny figurehead enabling a Primordial loop with an Anglerfish. I'll never see it again. I'm just trying to sit down and play the most bog standard, boring Vanessa games of all time. I just want to sit down and play some Weapon Vanessa, and I cannot seem to record that. Instead, I'm getting wild shit like this, which is infinitely more fun and probably better content. But it's really hurting my ability to learn Weapon Vanessa that I keep recording stuff like this instead. Anyways, I would like to thank Shiny Figurehead for their incredibly reasonable 60% cooldown reduction, enabling all of this insanity. Every time you slow, burn for 30, deal 300. Slow all your items, slow 2 items at start of combat, slow 3 items every 0.6 seconds because it's looping with itself in the Anglerfish. What an insane build. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast with this. It was cool for most of it. Like, I had some pretty terrible opponent RNG to get this far, to make it cut it this close. But in spite of that, absolutely sick build, and with better opponent RNG, we wouldn't have lived long enough to see this insanity, so I'll take it. I'm just going to continue gushing in circles about how cool this is if I keep talking, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for your time. If you made it this far, then you might want to subscribe to the video for more content just like this. And if you could hit the like button on your way out, I do greatly appreciate it. It really does help the channel grow, and it means a ton to me. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.